Hello, listeners. This is Get to Know an RSO on 89.1 WIDR FM. My name is Dan, and today we have a special guest from the Alpha Kappa Psi Co-ed Professional Business Fraternity. Hey, Ethan, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How you doing, Dan?
Absolutely stellarly. Um,
Great.
so I want to get to know a little bit more about you before we get to know more about your RSO. Well, how's your summer been?
Summer was pretty good. Started off the summer going on a cruise, and then after that, I worked, and then I had an internship in the community that I grew up in, and I helped kids with school supplies and helping them with math and learning the ABCs of money. So that's how I spent my summer. It was a real fun summer. Got to meet a lot of people, got to make a lot of connections. How was your summer?
Oh, how was my summer? My summer was pretty good. I mean, I won't lie. I've kind of been on that grind, I guess, working a few jobs here and there. But it's been a fun time. Definitely, I try not to overwork myself. So went on a little vacation for a couple of weeks. It's pretty good.
That's good.
But wow, that's really awesome to hear that you've been going out to. Is this where you live? Is somewhere you lived close to, or was this just a place that was chosen where you went to help?
It was just a place I live close to because I'm from Detroit, Michigan. So I was just helping. I just went into an area that doesn't have as many resources. So I was just going in there with like my uncle, who's a principal at Southeastern High School, in Detroit. So he was teaching them the ABCs of money, showing them like what money is made of, how to manage money, save, invest, grow. So just different concepts on helping kids like learn the fundamentals of money at an early age. And then we also had them make vision boards so they could like plan out their futures and like set goals that they can reach as they grow up and have something to look forward to.
Oh, awesome. That's really cool to hear. Can you tell me what you study at Western Michigan?
Yeah, so hi everyone, my name is Ethan Cheatham. I'm currently a junior at Western Michigan University. I study sports management with a minor in marketing.
Okay, awesome, awesome. And now I'm gonna shift it over a little bit to Alpha Kappa Psi.
Okay.
Um, what is your position at Alpha Kappa Psi?
So my position at Alpha Kappa Psi is that I'm the VP of membership or VP of education. I overlook the new inductees that are looking to join my organization. I reach out, I recruit. I'll be at Bronco Bash. I'll also just be floating around. I might like a few pictures. I might DM you just to get you excited for the new year and see and tell you a little bit about our values and see if you really like Alpha Kappa Psi and tell you a little bit more information about it. So yeah, I'm kind of like the behind the scenes kind of work. So yeah, that's me.
Sure, sure, I get that. And what does can you tell me a little bit more about what Alpha Kappa Psi does and why do they do it?
Yeah, so Alpha Kappa Psi is a professional business fraternity, open to both genders, open to all majors. You don't just have to be a strictly business major. We have law students, we have aviation students, we have students in the business college, of course, but it's really open to everybody. And we want everybody to know that even though we are a business fair, everyone's on the same pedestal and everyone will have the same opportunities, if not more, by joining our fraternity. Um, we also stand on the principles of promoting business education. We develop future leaders, and we just fostering the higher deals in business. And we're also the oldest and largest professional business fraternity in the world. So why not join what was the
Hmm.
groundwork in the first?
Okay, I mean, makes sense. It's a very compelling argument, I will say.
Yeah.
Um, and what what drew you to Alpha Kappa Psi? Was there anything in particular that kind of sparked an interest in it? Or does it have to do with what you kind of your career or your major? Tell me a little bit more about that.
So what drew me into Alpha Kappa Psi is that I started taking business classes mainly spring of 22. So then I started looking at the wall, and they have like blocks of different business fraternities, and I came across Alpha Kappa Psi, and I said they got the best board. Like, let me look more into it. So I started attending Rush Week events, starting to get to know the members that's in that organization, see how they run business, and see the different events that they put together that bring people out and draw a crowd. So that's what really drew me to it a little bit. And then I went into Rush Week. I went into the interview process, and I started to look like this is really something I want to do because it's open to all majors. It's co-ed. There's a lot of different opportunities. And I said, I need to build my professional resume. So I said, I need to get my resume together. I need to start looking for internships. I need to get on the grind, but I didn't know where to go or who to look for. So I looked at more Alpha Kappa Psi, and they brought me in. And I would say this is the best decision I've made so far in my Western Michigan University career.
Great. Yeah, that's great to hear. For anyone who hasn't been in a fraternity or maybe hasn't even thought about being a fraternity, can you tell me, or in a fraternity, what would you say to them? Maybe not so much to convince them to join one, but maybe something. What would you say that might spark an interest in joining a fraternity?
I would definitely say give it a try. You're all in college to try new things, build your resume, build your portfolio, both on a personal level and a professional level. So I definitely say give it a shot. Don't knock it until you try it. If you get into it, I hope you have to go in open-minded. You have to be willing to open to grow. You have to be willing to work with people and then also grow leadership skills and learn how to work as a team and build on each other's strengths and capitalize on each other's strengths so you can work together and make something that's very special, I would say. And it's even more amazing when you work together and then you see the end product and you're like, oh, wow, we really did that. So I definitely say give it a shot. Never know until you try it. And also just be willing to put in some work to help build the fraternity even after you're gone or while you're here. So I say definitely give it a shot.
And what would you say to someone who was interested in joining your fraternity or the fraternity you are a part of?
I would definitely say, come find us at Bronco Bash. We'll be at Bronco Bash. I would say follow our Instagram. Our Instagram is AKPSI_Gamma Tau, because we are the Gamma Tau chapter. I would say look us up on Instagram. And then we also have a website, which is westernmichigan.akpsi.org/join. I would definitely say do some homework, do some research on our fraternity. I would definitely say there is a lot of other fraternities, but there's nothing like ours. We offer the greatest connections. We also go to conventions every 2 years. We're just a fraternity that's trying to build and get more members. So if you're looking to build your portfolio on campus, make an impact in the community, also learn how to do business the proper way, and then just have fun and create a brotherly bond and find some unity and gain more knowledge on the fraternity, I would say come join AKSI. We're always here to help you out. We have a very, very supportive cast with our chapter advisor. All of our e-board, phenomenal. I would say all of our e-board are in also different clubs, so you're not alone. You can join other clubs. You're not alone. We just want commitment. We want commitment, open to grow, and then just wanting to be a leader. And then that's really how I would say about our fraternity.
Awesome. And if you missed any of that, feel free to go to our website, widrfm.org, and you can go to the original series tab, and you will be able to find the information that was just stated, that being their website, as well as their Instagram. Thank you for listening to this episode of Get to Know an RSO, and come back soon to learn more about ways to get involved on campus at Western Michigan University. Thanks for coming on, Ethan.
Thank you for having me, Dan. Have a good one.